Today, we will be disassembling the high voltage generator. The outer packaging of the high voltage generator looks like this. At this step, we need to find an unpacking tool in the wooden box. And use this tool to open the package. This is the product inspection manual. This is our backup software. There is a CD inside the plastic bag, and the software is on the CD. Okay, we're going to open this package. Now, cut off the outer packaging. The hex wrench needs to be prepared by the local engineer. The wrench size is 2.5 millimeter.
好，我们螺丝拆完了，我们现在去掉，取出。你找啊，这是我们。
Now, let's take a look at the external structure of the entire high voltage generator. We now focus on introducing the components of the high voltage generator. This large section is a power supply part. This is the filter. The input voltage is 380 volts. The current passes through the filter and then goes to the leakage switch, which is also a short circuit protector. Then the current goes through the terminal block. This is the terminal block. After that, the current is distributed. This is our X-ray tube rotating anode control board. Okay, move to this side. This is the CPU motherboard.
CPU 主板，好的，拿的这个CPU 主板。
Below the CPU motherboard is the power board. And below the stabilizer with a 24-volt regulated power supply. This 24-volt power supply provides power to these control circuit boards. This is the interface board used for wiring connections. This is for connecting the flat panel detector communication interface. It includes the on and off control interface and the console wiring interface. So, this is the interface board. On the side are the energy storage capacitors. The energy storage capacitors receive external power, and the voltage is very low. The wire doesn't need to be very thick, because this voltage is enough for power. Okay, so this is the high voltage oil tank of the high voltage generator. This is the cathode side. The other is the anode side. Cathode and anode are each connected to a high voltage cable. The high voltage cables connect to the X-ray tube. These are the components of a high voltage generator. Next, we will explain how to connect the cables. First, connect the power supply. Our machine comes with a power cord. One end of the power cord is connected to the control switch, which is connected to the control switch on the wall. The other end of the power cord is connected here. These wires and the ports on the generator are matched and labeled. Remember, this end of the wire is connected here. This is the X-ray tube's rotating anode wire. One end is connected to the X-ray tube. And the other end is connected to the anode terminal. First, attach the wire to the plug, and then insert the plug into the circuit board. This is the switch controller box. The switch controller box is connected to the interface board. Each wire has a label on it. Match the wire label to the corresponding labeled interface on the circuit board. This wire is labeled P11. So we connect it to the interface labeled P11. This wire is labeled P16, and P16 corresponds to this interface. Then this wire is labeled X7, and X7 connects here. This wire is labeled PE, which is used for grounding, so it connects here. This is the emergency stop button. These are the power on and power off buttons. This is the preparation button and the X-ray exposure button, and also the hand switch for exposure. The hand switch includes the function of preparation button and the X-ray exposure button. Okay, so this is how to connect the switch controller wires. Now, let's remove them. This is the touchscreen control panel. There are two wires on the display. One wire is used to control and display the X-ray imaging conditions, or you can say the X-ray imaging parameters. The Ethernet cable connects here. The other wire provides 24-volt power and connects to this position on the circuit board. It also has the corresponding number labeled on it. Just plug it into the corresponding interface. These are the key wiring points for the high voltage generator. After connecting all the wires to the generator, turn on the power. If there's a fault, the control panel screen will display the corresponding error code. The error code will tell us which part of the X-ray machine has an issue. Okay, so today we introduce the high voltage generator using a 50 kilowatt, 380 volt, 3-phase AC powered generator as an example. That's all for today's part.